No, you can't do that, man. You can't go all Muppet Show on me and go back on normal. I'm gonna fucking take videos of that next time. The show is the pre-show, really. All right, all right, folks. Whoa, ho! They say he's got to go.
Hey.
Go.
Oh shit! All right, there we go. I got to make sure I'm ready this time too.
No one's on board. Go, Godzilla.
I thought you were doing some kind of picketing thing and shit. Hey, ho. I was like, what? Something
No, that was
gotta go?
Hondo, of course, fucked it up. He had to just put his non sequitur in there.
Non sequitur.
Welcome
I was
back.
confused, bro. I was confused.
It's gonna.
I'm a heckler
Okay.
for Ray's jokes. I'm the heckler in the audience.
Yeah, well, if you ever make one, I'll be a heckler for you. All right, welcome back to the SF Comic.
I'd like to see that.
Welcome back, episode 179 at the SF Company Hour. I am Ray Doomzilla, joined by the maximum of effortist, gracenist, in a good mood, which always kind of worries me. If it's not melancholy, it's worry. And our returning champion, the Hondo, the Lorian. The Honda Lorian. How you doing, Hondo?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Can you hear me well?
Man, look at that fucking dry wit. That dry wit.
Can you hear me? Good?
I'm confused.
Okay, I guess so.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hondo's in rare form today. He's very snarky. He's very sarcastic. Like it's very just opposed to the Christmas theme that's going on in the background. How you doing, man?
Scrooge. I'm
Scrooged.
Scrooged. No, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm glad to be on the show, talk about the usual shenanigans and stuff. Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for the invite.
It wasn't like fucking he wasn't that formal, but thank you. Appreciate it. Today we're gonna be talking about some bunch of trailers dropping. This week you had the Brazilian Comic-Con. It's the CX something. It's kind of becoming one of those like our CinemaCon over there. They release a lot of trailers, so we'll talk about a couple of them. Grand Theft Auto, our Mr. Effort went rogue and made his little reaction video on the channel a couple days ago. So you want to go check his reaction, Grand Theft Auto, and we'll talk a bunch of. We're going to talk about the Furiosa trailer. Oh, there he is, Cat Anus.
Oh, Kenobi.
There you go. Yeah, he was good for a minute. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Furiosa trailer. We're going to talk a little bit about The Boys, and Godzilla vs. Kong dropped a trailer also. And we're going to do a review of Godzilla Minus One as our big topic today. We'll definitely go into spoilers at some point, but we'll talk about that. We posted our first short out of theater reaction. When I first see it the first time. I've seen it twice. So go check that out if you want to see my immediate out of theater reactions. Yeah, we're going to try to do some more shorts because they seem to be doing well, and it's the most views we've gotten in a while, so it's nice.
Here it goes.
Shorts. The short. We've been doing it wrong this whole time.
I say we got to clip part of the show. Clip the
You're
show.
more than welcome, Rick. You're more than welcome to go and clip
Edit.
It's a pain in the ass. You go right ahead, buddy.
If this has editing, I'll try. I'll give it a try. All right.
I can't wait to
Yay.
see. YouTube has editing too. You could, I think you could edit from YouTube too. Yeah, it's not that hard. It's just fucking, it's just taking the time out of the day to do it.
Right.
Hey, if something funny happens, remember the time code. I'll let you know.
Somebody post that shit as soon as it happens. Like,
yeah, there you go. Clip it. All right. Let's jump into some trailer. Let's say you want to talk about GTA real quick. Yeah, Mr. Effort did his little mini reaction video to it. And it was just kind of just footage. It wasn't footage.
It was just like cutscenes. Yeah, it was
all
just
the cutscenes. And Grand Theft Auto has been pretty good lately about having their cutscenes look pretty close to their actual gameplay. And if the gameplay is half as clean as that trailer, I think we're in for a hell of a game. We're going back to Vice City. If you're a Grand Theft Auto head, Vice City was one of the bigger games for sure. They all have been big games, but that was probably one of my personal favorites of the series. Set in fake Miami, pretty much, and kind of followed some Scarface. What was the other ones that kind of followed storyline wise?
Followed a lot of fucking Scarface. I'm trying to think of Miami Vice.
Miami Vice
influences.
Yeah, the soundtrack was amazing. It was all like 80s, like awesome 80s shit you don't get to hear too often. So
I think some Streets of Fire influence as well. Yeah.
So
it had a lot of influence, but it was pure 80s down to the music and everything.
Music, the aesthetic, the movies they were referencing, and just so this one looks like it's gonna like kind of be. It's set in present day. They're taking a lot of real life events. They're kind of getting called out from a lot of like the crazy people they put in their trailer because if you've seen the side by side of the Florida, they take a lot of shit from the actual fucking Florida events. So some people are a little upset. Crazy people are upset that they're being
acting crazy as fuck, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, crazy in public, you might get fucking put into a Grand Theft Auto game. I'll go with Hondo first. Hondo, you're not the hugest gamer, but have you played any of the Grand Theft Autos?
Back in the day, like the early Grand Theft Auto,
the top one, the top side one, Grand Theft Auto one.
GTA 3, like the 3D one, or like the top down.
The top down. Yeah, back in the day. But I would watch people play. Whenever like I go to somebody's house and they have the system and they're playing. On any given day, you could visit Rick and watch him play video games while he ignores you and doesn't like offer you anything at all. He's just like, oh, hold on. Hold my beer while I play. No,
did I strike a nerve with this fucker? What happened?
No, I'm just teasing you. I'm just joking.
I don't want to go hang out with Rick, but all he does is play video games.
It's like
just playing a bunch of one-player games.
I'm playing movies, man. What do you want me to do?
Playing a bunch of one-player games by himself. Hondo's just sitting there, just like.
Have you seen Final Fantasy VII? It's a beautiful game.
It's like, no wonder why Kenobi acts up, man. He's probably like that fucker Rick.
You should see him during FIFA. He loves
He's
FIFA.
ignoring me. No, but it looks really cool. Like I was watching the trailer, and yeah, it looks like a real life event, man. The GTA is a trip, man. They really capture the pulse of a lot of the cities in America, and I mean, of course, it's extreme, but like the bike rate, huh? I mean, yeah. Isn't it called Grand Theft Extreme or something? Isn't there one called like that? Well, anyways, it looks really good, man. Gamers, man. Gaming industry makes more money than movies.
This will make a shit. This will probably won't be one of the biggest media things ever.
And the key thing is how long will it go for afterwards?
Yeah, because the last one was what
10?
It's been 10 years,
almost 10 years.
It went through 3 systems. It started on PS3 and now it's on PS5.
PS3, yeah, PS3 and Xbox.
And it's still pretty active. Like people still go on Grand Theft Auto 5 a lot. I turn it on every once in a while just to go, fucking run over pedestrians and blow up buildings and stuff.
Dude, yeah, I go on there and I make millions in what I'm doing. I got like my whole system set up and how much I can fucking pull down, and it's money and it's fun from what I'm doing. like everything that they expanded on this game. I just want to see where this next game is going.
Yeah,
there was a lot of things in the trailer. I started watching a couple of breakdowns, and I was just like, yeah, I caught that. Oh, I missed that part. But
what are some of the highlights? What are some of the things changes you're looking forward to?
The one things I was looking at was wildlife. Like you see, like when
people
they're going the people is the population is the main thing that I was looking at. How densely packed they have a lot of people. How many different animations are going on at the same time? They're pushing this system to a good limit. Like you can have somebody like fucking taking a photo, like somebody a girl twerking, but right behind them, somebody's getting spray tanned. So there's multiple things going on, which gives like it's a living, breathing world. One thing over the years with Grand Theft Auto is like when you're walking by anybody, you hear a conversation going on, or you could just like pick up on the conversation and just stay there for a while. And they have dialogue for everything. They have a lot of dialogue.
Yeah, there's like a little like it's just like shit in real life. Like people are just talking, and you pay attention. It's like some fucking weird shit.
It's some weird shit. It's funny, yeah. Like sometimes you'll hear about people talking about their relationships, or you hear what's going on at work, or like they'll notice you, and it's like, dude, get away from me. And the big thing was that the advancements with, like I said, wildlife. You could see when they were coming up over the shadow of the beach, you could see dolphins jumping through the water. You could see a fucking shark swimming closer to the shoreline.
Crocodiles.
You can see crocodiles, alligators. And then when they're going through the swamplands, you can actually see flamingos too. So
look at the flamingos.
There's just a smidget of what they're showing you. One dude's walking his dog on the beach, so there's going to be dogs in the game.
There was in San Andreas. Didn't we have dogs in San Andreas?
Yeah, but San Andreas.
Yeah, remember you could have you can have your dog with you and shit.
No, that was GTA 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chop.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Yeah. So
yeah, I want a companion. That'd be cool.
Yeah, and so that's like the beginning, and it looks like they're gonna have the main thing is they're gonna have Vice City. And Ray, you played Vice City. It's just a city. You don't get to go into the into the countryside, and it looks like you're gonna be able to go into the countryside in this one.
The Floribama Shore.
Yeah, a lot of it looked like they had a lot of social media influences in this, and I wonder if that's how we're going to be getting missions from going in here.
Like, yeah, we're gonna get their version of Twitter or something like that.
Exactly. I know people are getting mad at this game, but I love it. It's the same thing. Like if they were to do San Fierro, they would probably make us hella uptight and fucking you guys like liberal California being like dumb as shit, and I'm all for it. you got to satirize what's going on. The people who get offended are the people who can't take that shit. And sometimes you need
a video game. Yeah,
people are bitching about everything, and they're like, "Oh, there's female protagonists." I'm like, who cares? Like, who cares? That's great.
You're gonna be able to switch. There's gonna be,
and you can create a female character in GTA 5. Like, who cares?
Who cares? It's the one thing that tripped me out is everybody. The worst thing about the internet is everybody has an opinion. So everybody who's just a stupid ass who didn't know how to figure it out has figured it out, and now they're on here, trying to spout out these fucking idiotic, just stupid rhetoric for whatever stupid reason to get mad at this shit.
Yeah. Like, if you don't like it, don't play it. Don't play it.
I would love if they didn't play it. Everything today is woke, and I'm like, wow, this comes from like, I was just watching Scrooge the other day, and I was like, wow, this movie would fucking get so much backlash today. It's like, oh my god, they race swapped the fucking the Cratchits. I'm like, okay, why are you guys getting angry about that?
Yeah,
fucking the Cooley family's awesome. Like,
shit's been woke.
Like exactly, but
like buzzwords.
You give people the wrong people a voice, and this is what they come up with. And I'm like, god damn. Yeah.
Lori says it best. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
Oh, and that's why I love the people from Florida getting angry. You guys don't want to be portrayed that way.
Stop being Florida.
Stop being Florida. Stop being Florida. Same thing. You can say, well, stop being California. Like, I don't know what your definition is, but whatever it is, you pointed out. I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with that shit. I'm not saying that I agree with you, motherfuckers.
All right, let's get back to the game.
Yeah, no, but this was a hot topic issue for Grand Theft Auto because Rockstar didn't know what they could do going forward. you know, in today's climate. They were afraid of like, what are we gonna satirize or, you know, make fun of?
And they always push the envelope. They always like, you know, do shit like, that, you know, that's a little bit more, you know,
they gotta be like
for sure.
They gotta be like the guys from South Park. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, and people are gonna play this game, and it's parody. It's fucking parody. If you actually pay attention to the ads and the billboards and the storylines, it's parody. It's fucking, it's making fun of what the world is, and you know, kind of putting it on its ass. Yeah, and this looks like a lot of fun, man. I'm definitely getting this. I'm wondering how much space this is going to take on the fucking PS5. I'm gonna have to get extra.
I'm telling you, get an extra hard drive, man. They're not much. And you get so much more space.
Yeah. This should be a lot of fun. And hopefully, the rumor of them opening other cities up too. That'd be great.
And that's the evolution of this game, because it can just keep with. I don't know how much further we can push this technology, dude.
It's going to be just real people walking around at some point.
Like if the small little things, like when they were in the prison room where she was like, you know, talking to her officer, you know, to try to get, I guess, her what do they call it, parole. You can see like the hair, like down to the hair. I was looking at everything, like the graphic wise, dude. I want to
see gameplay. That's what I want to see. I want to see
that
shit.
Well, that's the main part. If it's as close to what Red Dead Redemption was, like when it kept its realism and its gameplay, like I still think that Red Dead Redemption is the most beautiful fucking game I've ever seen. It's fucking the wildlife when you shoot something, Ray. Once you skin it and you leave a carcass there, like you come back. You come back in like a week or so, then you see the corpse decomposing, and you come back and then you see just
a lot of little details in that game.
A lot of details. So I'm hoping that they keep the transition from, you know, the cutscenes to actual gameplay is seamless and as crisp and clean, because it did look clean, man.
Hondo, what was your favorite Atari game? We'll go.
You played Atari,
Space Invaders.
2600. We gotta include Hondo in the game.
Space Invaders. Space Invaders. Atari 2600. You got to go with something simple like Space Invaders.
Pitfall was one of my favorites. Kaboom.
Pitfall. Yeah, it was
Activision.
No, they didn't have the Indiana Jones back then. I don't think.
No,
I know there was an Indiana Jones for an early system though.
Wasn't it just like Pitfall too? Wasn't like?
I think Pitfall is kind of the same.
I think it was just basically Pitfall, but with Indiana Jones or some shit.
Yeah.
But any interest in playing this, or are you just gonna go over to Rick's house and just watch him?
I mean, I wish I had time to play video games, or I wish I could allocate time to. I mean, you know, I have comics to read, movies to watch. I'm going out a lot. I got to exercise. It would be tough, but maybe one day I'll get a system. I'll get a PlayStation 5, but I'm just tripping off that you're getting a PlayStation 5 and an extra hard drive. Wow.
No. Well, an extra hard drive
is going to take up a lot of room.
If you're playing a lot of games, like if you have a lot of different games on your system, you're going to need a hard drive space. But if you're going to use it for like just streaming games or just using it as like a multimedia, you'll be fine with just the hard drive that it comes with.
This is going to take up at least 100 gigs, at least. Probably
if I would get something, I'd get the Spider-Man game if I could get anything on PlayStation.
Spider-Man game is fun. The one I like the Spider-Man games. The one thing I don't like about them is how repetitive they get.
Yeah, they get a little. Have you played 2?
I haven't played 2 yet. I just finished Miles Morales, and right now I'm going for like the 100%.
I got a break coming up, so I'm gonna definitely play Spider-Man 2.
You got it?
Not yet, but I'm gonna download it soon. Yeah. I probably need a hard drive for that one. Fuck.
Yeah, nominated for 7. I can install the hard drive for you if you need it. And nominated for 7 games.
It lost all 7.
It lost all 7.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a great looking game, but there was some awesome fucking games this year, dude.
Yeah, it was a very good game.
It was a great year for games. Yeah, they had some great ones this year, and just Have
you played I was talking to this dude, one of the bartenders at the St. Mary's pub. He was talking about the Untitled Goose Game. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it. I think I might have it in my library, but I haven't played it yet.
You basically just play a goose terrorizing people in a bar. I kind of want to play that. That sounds
wow. Oh, that sounds fun.
dude, like
that sounds hilarious.
There's a lot of out of the box games out there that I'm fucking really digging. I want to play this one where you evolve like as a primate like creature going through like evolutions. You learn, you smell, you pick things up. Fucking you get hunted by fucking tigers, saber-tooth tigers, and all that shit. It's fucking crazy.
Just go to TL, man. That's all you don't need.
That's surviving real life, right? I'm
just go to Rick's work.
I can press continue again. Don't
watch it. Yeah, try to take some chips from Rick's work. You get a lot of fucking life lessons. What's up, Krista? Happy Kaiju Saturday, nerds. I have
hey, better half.
I have a gift for Krista. Next time I see her, she'll get it. Big Leo 415 still got to watch Godzilla Minus One. Go watch it on the big screen. We have more
IMAX.
We'll have more. IMAX. Yeah, well, I think it's getting taken out of IMAX, but then hopefully gets put back in.
Go watch it quick.
Krista's enjoying herself right now. Yeah, we already read that one. Happy Saturday, gentlemen. I'll let you know when the gentlemen show up. Hi, Alex. Hi, Mark. Hi, Alex.
Oh, hi, Alex.
Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex.
Oh, hi. Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Alex
fucking
is
Jay.
helping the algorithm.
Jay when he comes back off. Oh,
I'm breaking the internet. You have to get an extra hard drive for me.
Whoa.
Extra hard drive. You need a Hondo bite.
Dang, I can't say anything, man. It'll get turned on me.
Need to come by more often.
Mr. Boomerang. That's it. I'm going to Rick's for Christmas to watch him play video games.
Watch me play my new video games. I'm buying myself something.
I'm gonna get a bottle of tequila and just go on a binge and just watch him play.
Watch him fucking open his presents and just watch him. He's gonna be like that scene with the kid opening his Super Nintendo. It's a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like the guy on the couch and Half Baked at Rick's
my
place.
reaction on everything. Just I get excited, man.
Why? We've seen you excited.
I get it.
All right, let's go jump into this trailer. Furiosa Mad Max Saga. This is, of course, George Miller coming back, going into the world. Did you not see the trailer?
I'm about to watch it right now.
Oh, Rick's live reactions.
Right.
I love Rick.
I saw pictures from it, but
pretty much what I'm looking forward to is fucking Hemsworth fucking chewing the fucking scenery. This looks this is a prequel, of course, to the Mad Max Fury Road, the Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron. Anna Taylor-Joy is coming in, taking over for Furiosa. So this is, I think, set 20 years, I think they said, something like that. So it's a prequel. You're going to see like a younger Immortan Joe, I think Chris Hemsworth's playing Captain Demonis or something like that. What the hell is he playing? He's playing what the hell's his name in the movie?
Diamantis?
Dr. Diamantis. Yeah, they keep on saying he's playing a young Immortan Joe, but I heard that's not true.
I heard that there is a young Immortan Joe in it, but it's not
him. You can see in the trailer there's a Immortan Joe in it, but the actor, of course, died a couple years ago. So this is a prequel. Hondo, did you watch this trailer?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, what do you think?
It looks good. I mean, it looks pretty good. The only thing that makes me mad is, I don't see enough Anna Taylor-Joy. Like she should be in more movies. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
It looks like it's gonna be good. It looks like it's gonna be good. I mean, I'm happy that it's George Miller again.
I'm gonna start playing it right now. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, Joe. I like the fact that he's in like 80s and he's like fucking still making movies and doing the shit the way he wants to do it, which is fucking awesome, man. I love these old time directors. Like it's like the old west. Like fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm old.
And they get big budgets,
Yeah, and some of the effects look a little green screeny, but that's how the other trailer looked for Fury Road. Like a lot of shit's not done yet, and some of those shots are done for the trailer too. So I'm not. Yeah, I think it feels like a Mad Max Fury Road movie set in that universe.
It does have the feel right now as I'm watching.
Yeah, you see a lot of elements from the other movie. Hondo, what do you think about Anna Taylor-Joy taking over for Charlize?
I mean, I'm never wrong with Anna Taylor-Joy. She's, there's a reason why she's in all these movies. I mean, she's a really good actress, and like, I think she could do it. She could play a young Furiosa,
What'd you think of Chris Hemsworth chewing on every fucking piece of the scenery?
Oh yeah, man, it looks over the top.
I like him playing like an asshole villain. Yeah, I think he needs.
He's the guy with the beard.
Yeah, they gave him like a fake nose. I think he needs this really bad because he's been just kind of he picks boring roles for himself, and like Thor, he's okay at Thor, but he regressed in the last couple movies as Thor.
He's not the greatest actor, man.
Yeah,
not a great actor. No. But he's very charming and very funny. That's one of the things that kind of keeps it. He's like he's the Channing Tatum effect, and so hopefully at some point he turns into a really good actor. But I like seeing him in it. What are your thoughts so far, Mr. Effort? Oh, he's in the zone right now.
Oh,
this is Rick when he's playing video games.
He just ignores you.
I'm watching the trailer, dude. What are you talking about?
I'm playing the video game right now. What are you talking about?
Hold my beer.
Talk shit while I'm fucking not paying attention. All right, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, audience.
Dude. Yeah, okay.
We're just having flashbacks to.
Hey, clip this. It's about to
we have Furiosa.
Clip yourself.
Clip this.
We have Furiosa, and Rick is gonna be Furioso.
All right, so what was going on?
Just say this is how Hondo feels when he's watching you play video games.
Oh no, that was before that.
I'm gonna call you Furioso from now on.
Was that the comment or was that afterwards? I just want to know where we're going back to. I'm going like
what the fuck are you talking about?
All right.
Go back and watch, Rick. You'll be surprised that it was nothing that serious.
All right. No, it's just mention me when I'm trying to pay attention and say I'm ignoring you guys, but all right.
It was a joke. It was a callback joke, Rick. It's called a callback joke. So what'd you think, man?
Catterdays.
Yeah,
it's good.
Any other thoughts on it? It's good.
When I'm good, I'm good.
What do you think? What do you think about Anna Taylor-Joy?
She's good.
Don't bother me when I'm watching a trailer.
You're trying to get a reaction, and motherfuckers talking shit. Like, oh,
no, we're talking shit. We're just talking to you.
Talking to me when I'm not paying attention, bro. Come on.
You can do new things. Yeah, you have to.
I'm trying to listen to the trailer. Okay.
All right, yeah. Clip this one.
Clip this.
20,
Rick
27.
For no reason.
First reaction. Clip this. First reaction. Furiosa.
Rick is Furiosa.
Oh, that's great. I love that one.
The Furioso.
The Furioso.
Furioso. That's his wrestler name.
Furioso.
Not even Samoan. They're gonna call me for appropriation, man.
Hey, you're like Sami Zayn, man. You fucking come in.
Nobody vouched for me.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, people vouch for me.
Oh my God, Rick, you're fucking.
Roman Reigns vouched for him.
Rick, you're the reason I get up in the morning. All right. This comes out March? I think it said.
It was good.
Yeah, I think in March it's supposed to come out. Yeah, this looks fun. It's George Miller doing his thing.
George Miller.
What do you think about it being a prequel? We know.
That's cool because the thing is, sometimes the dollar amount that comes with like getting an actress like Charlize Theron, are they going to do a sequel with her? Has she done anything with the sequel? Like,
Is she gonna maybe be telling the story? Maybe she'll maybe.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
That'd be good.
Because famously, her and Tom Hardy had a miserable time on the first one. Like they publicly said it was fucking just not a fun set to be on. Yeah, they're all like a lot of it was shot on location. It was just a miserable shoot. Yeah, it was just a miserable shoot. Maybe that's why some of this stuff looks like a little bit more green screen because like hey, we don't want to kill our fucking actors. But they publicly like yeah we had a miserable time and like Tom Hardy said they thought the movie was gonna be horrible and then they saw the movie and were like oh well fuck well we suffered but they came out with a fucking amazing movie.
I want to know how long they've been in this world because it looks like it's been a long fucking time.
I think they mentioned in the trailer how long it's been. I think they said like 42 years.
45 years
since the
at the very beginning of the trailer it says it's been.
So how much time between her and Max then? How much older or how much younger is she than?
Yeah, this looks like maybe this is like 15 years, maybe guesstimation. If we're going with Charlize to Anna Taylor-Joy, I think age-wise they're about probably like 20 years difference. So you can go somewhere in there.
The only thing is Charlize Theron is a big chick and Anna Taylor
tall too. She's a tall chick.
Is she?
Yeah, she's pretty tall.
Okay.
Yeah, she's up there too. Yeah.
She seems small for some reason. I don't know. Okay.
It's dainty for sure. But I think she's a tall chick, man. Yeah. This looks fun. Hopefully this is the role that puts Chris Hemsworth on gets him away from Thor a little bit and kind of makes him his own thing. Because he's been kind of more missed than hit for me. Outside of the MCU, even in the MCU, he's been kind of more missed lately. So, hopefully, this is something good. All right, one more. We'll talk a little bit about The Boys season 4. Did you finish Gen V, Mr. Everett?
I haven't started. Haven't finished. I haven't even started Boys season 3.
Oh Jesus!
Me neither.
I'm behind.
Damn! You guys are. Yeah, it's okay, I guess we won't fucking talk too much about the trailer.
Yeah, I've watched other shit. That's why there's
a lot of shit out there right now. There's a lot of content right now, man.
So much stuff.
It's a lot of.
It's
content.
hard to like keep track and keep up with all this shit.
Not just that, not just like regular shows, but like just stuff on YouTube. Like I subscribe to a lot of guys and a lot of news and a lot of reaction shows, and that stuff is cool to watch too. There's so much content right now. We're like in the age of just being bombarded with content from all over. Like you said, we watch movies and wrestling and sports and like fucking all this Ready
shit.
Player One, man. It's ready.
It's
I
happening.
can't wait. Yeah, Ready Player One is the beginning of it.
Lori, the tension on the film was there for a reason. It needs that in order for the film to work. Unfortunately, that is the practice that happens on sets. Some directors will.
Certain directors, yeah.
And Stanley Kubrick will put you through the shit just to get that emotion out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And some have more of a sweeter touch. Like Spielberg doesn't really use those kind of tactics. He kind of he cares for his actors and treats them like kind of I wouldn't say coddles them, but it just different directors get different reactions and people know their reputations. If you don't like the way a director treats somebody, don't sign up. Don't think that you're gonna go on set and be treated like with kid gloves just because you're a name.
Werner Herzog.
Like if you sign up with a certain director, you're gonna get. They're gonna put some directors will put you through your paces. They don't give a fuck what your fucking Time Magazine's fucking Person of the Year or fucking
Take 261.
Sexy. Yeah, exactly. So it's choose your directors wisely. But if you really want to be respected, those directors will get the best out of you. So, all right. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribe, follow, join the Facebook group that hopefully doesn't get banned soon because it's there's a lot of bots posting.
Light and waiting, motherfucker.
We had to keep an eye on the Facebook group because people are posting a bunch of shit. But luckily, hopefully we got all of them, and that's not happening. Join the Instagram, even though we don't post on there, but we have our personal Instagrams you can check out. And go check out Mr. Everett's reaction to to the GTA 6 and where no one interrupts him and he has.
Oh, I gotta see this, man. I didn't know you had a reaction. Like, when did that come out?
Because you don't follow SF comic books. you haven't turned on notifications.
Yeah, see, don't be like
I'm
Hondo.
called out, Alex. Alex does not care about SF comic book company.
I'm the #1 fan. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who doesn't have his notifications turned on?
That doesn't sound like a #1 fan to me.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, do I really need the notifications turned on
to know when shows stuff is?
I see you guys.
Yes.
How many times have you told me? Oh, I didn't know you guys did a show today.
I don't know this happened.
Oh, I cut your show late. I didn't know it was on today.
Oh, but also, I was like, what? Oh, you guys got like the last show. You guys got political for a second there, and I was like, oh, it was pretty fiery. Like spicy. With the
that doesn't change the fact you still haven't turned on notifications.
They're trying to
and I'm not going to, man. My notifications are here, man, right here.
Yeah,
right here, and right here.
And that's why you.
And they're going to be late then. They're going to be really late.
Hey, I wasn't late on the show today. That's all that counts, man. I'm here. I'm ready to go.
Without notifications on still.
Yes. Hold my beer.
No.
Let's go.
No.
Okay. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Yeah, I was wondering what the fuck happened on the Facebook page. Yeah, Lori. Yeah, we just had a bunch of bots join and posting all that crap. I see that happen to other pages too. They just have like some weird porn fucking
they lie in wait.
Shit. Yeah, so yeah, we had to turn on the approval and shit if you want to join.
It's okay. I'm on there all the time. I'll fucking
yeah, we get approval. Maybe we might need to make Lori an admin, but we'll see. I don't know. We'll have to put it through replace.
I'd make Hondo an admin, but he doesn't have his notifications turned on.
Hey, this is to protect you from bots and stuff.
Yeah.
I did get hacked not too long ago, so, it's probably better that way.
Okay.
Oh, man. Well, this is the best show we've done in a while.
Clip it.
Clip it. You ever watch It's Always Sunny podcast? Anytime somebody says something off kilter or something like, oh, he's like, cut that.
We're going in the opposite direction, right?
Clip it. All right, so we got another big time trailer that happened this week. Us Godzilla fans are eating good this past like a couple weeks. We got some fun stuff. So we'll talk about Godzilla Minus One in a second. But of course, we got the other side of the spectrum. We get the goofy sequel to Godzilla versus Godzilla X Kong, the New Empire, coming out. And I guess I think we got the best shot in any trailer ever coming. We got Riggs and Murtaugh running.
Wow.
No, just like Godzilla and Kong fucking running side by side, the team up we all wanted. So Godzilla X Kong, yeah, like I said, directed by Adam Wingard the second. But did you watch this trailer effort?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I would love to see your reaction to this. So this is definitely leaning into the goofier aspects of Godzilla, and I saw a lot of people bitching, like coming off of Minus One, like, "Oh, Godzilla's all silly." I was like, "Did you watch the Godzilla movies in the 70s and late 60s? They were all fucking goofy as fuck." So this is kind of going more the goofier sci-fi fantasy kind of way of Godzilla, which I'm here for. I have Godzilla Minus One. I can have the goofy Godzilla too. Looks like we got a bigger threat this time. A big was it Scar King? Apparently that's gonna be the big. It looks like a big orangutan is gonna be the main villain. There's supposedly another like dragon-like creature that's even bigger. That's supposed to be the second protagonist in the movie. So it looks like this is the only issue I had with Godzilla versus Kong. The last one is like it felt like more of a Kong movie, and the human element was horrible. So this looks like more of a Kong movie again, which kind of bums me out.
Yeah.
But we got a good Godzilla movie recently, so I'm okay with that. Looks like Kong is getting a little gonna break his arm and shit, so he's gonna have like a Constructicon fucking arm going forward. But this looks insane. This looks all kinds of goofy. Hopefully, it's a decent. I don't really need a decent story, human story with these Godzilla movies. I just want to see some fun kaiju action, and we'll talk about a good human story in a minute. But Mr. Everett, what'd you think of this trailer? The insanity of this trailer. We get a baby Kong in this, and too, it just kind of they're throwing everything at this one.
Well, yeah, it's cool. Still feels like a Godzilla movie. Like all those old Godzilla movies, like at one point, like kind of turned to the goofy for a second. You know, it's a little campy. How about that's the thing. I like campy Godzilla sometimes, and not saying that you don't get good shit coming in out of those campy things. You know, it's still good. Yeah, I just don't know about King Louie, man. Yeah, the King Louie villain. Like,
you're right. Remember Venture Brothers when they parodied the $6 Million Man and he was banging the Sasquatch? It looks like the Sasquatch he was banging.
Yeah, right. It just
It
looks like the main villain looks a little underwhelming.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. I want to see the second one, and supposedly it's gonna be like some big dragon creature, which is supposed to be like super enormous. So I'm hopefully I saw like little renderings of what it possibly looks like. That could be cool. Could balance out like it just looks like a big Sasquatch. Doesn't look like menace. It doesn't look menacing. Like really,
These look like Marvel's Godzilla. That's what I want. They look like kind of like Marvel movies now. These last two.
Yeah,
this one or the last one and this one. They look a little bit like Marvel Godzilla.
This is the best, other than the MCU. This is the best shared universe going right now. Like they've actually done it right. Like Monarch has been really good. Like Monarch has really been an entertaining show. So, and the last Godzilla movie, I wasn't huge. I like the Godzilla Kong fights; those are fun. But the human story was fucking trash, and the Mecha Godzilla design was trash too. But they're still fun. They're still fun movies, goofy, and then like these are kind of movies you got to turn off your brain for sure. Like don't think for high art on these ones.
Well, that's the problem with everybody. Everybody thinks they're Siskel and Ebert. That's why they're giving everything thumbs up and thumbs down. Like whatever happens to like a good popcorn movie.
Yeah. I just want to see goofy, crazy kaiju fights and
exactly.
I want to have a smile on my face. That's all. That's all I want to do. Like if it's, I'm not looking for high art in this one.
When this one with so many parts moving, I don't really give a shit about the human story.
Yeah,
there's a lot more on the kaiju end that I want to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Hondo, what'd you think of this trailer?
I was like a little at first, like it was so Kong centric. Like the first part of the trailer is all Kong, and I'm like, oh, here we go again. Like more Kong stuff, like all Kong and less Godzilla. But then again, they made it like, okay, you guys are right. Like it is like just over the top Godzilla Kong fun, and I'm not looking for Godzilla to recite Shakespeare or Kong to friggin' recite like King Lear or anything. Like it's just
King Kong Lear.
Yeah, King Kong Lear, exactly. So yeah, it looks good. It looks like it'll be fun. I'm gonna watch it in the theater. I don't expect it to be as good as the better Godzilla movies, but I do expect to have a good time watching. Like Marvel and DC, you have your good ones and you have your bad ones. I'm sure Godzilla is no different. So as long as they keep putting it out, they're riding the hot wave of Godzilla stuff and kaiju, and hey man, we grew up on this stuff, so just keep bringing it, and we'll make up our minds after we see it.
Yeah,
hopefully it'll be good though. Hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah, that's what you want with every movie. You want it to be good, hopefully. But yeah, it's definitely a change on like Godzilla's really hot in the pop culture right now. Like I've been wearing Godzilla shirts my whole life, and now more often people are like, "Oh, Godzilla," or they see my tattoo, "Oh, Godzilla," oh, like they get juiced, like, "Oh, cool, now you're on board." I've never left the game, man. I've been in the whole time, and people are freaking out because, oh no, Godzilla has pink fins. Are going woke with Godzilla. Oh
Shut the fuck up.
And
like evolutions, man.
And Godzilla has had pink fucking fins, energy beams before. In Godzilla 2000s had it. I think in another, I think one of the animes he had like a pink, purple, magenta fucking fin. Like, calm the fuck down, dude. Oh my god, everything is just like, oh, he's Barbie. They watched Barbie and they made it pink. I'm like, oh my god, shut up. I just hate the fucking internet discourse on some of these things, and just
they
people that don't know
not
what the
have
fuck
a voice, bro. I'm telling you, like it's just
like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Exactly.
Like,
they can have, and people are like, oh, but they can have an opinion. I'm like, but they have to think to have an opinion.
Oh,
just reading, go through. Yeah, no, that's not.
Like you just can't spout off fucking. I don't like it because I feel like this. Like the way you feel is not what an argument. You can feel whatever way you want, but it's not fact.
Yeah, it's just fucking stupid rhetoric on fucking line. I want to start commenting. I'm like, I can't.
No, because you're
you don't want to get sucked up into it.
I love trolling trolls. I'm like, just
like,
say your opinion.
And then I had some comment. I posted like in a sketch in one group and talking about Fan Expo and like, oh, I hope you avoided the poop and the syringes. I'm not from that area, but So I was just wondering, like, so you're commenting on shit you heard from Facebook, so you don't actually know what the fuck you're talking about. And I had something written out, and I was like, you know what? Nope. Delete. He's like, I'm not. They're
fake news people, but they believe in fake news. That's the whole thing.
I don't want to. You're not going to change stupid, man. It's hard to change stupid, and these people are going to have their stupid opinions, and whatever you say, it's just not going to. It's just going to ruin your fucking day trying to fucking change dumb opinions. So
can't fix stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Out of the mouth of brick. Yes. So yeah, this looks like fun. Oh yeah, definitely go see this on the big screen. Probably go see it on the IMAX because this deserves us. Get some popcorn, get really high, and watch Godzilla and Kong.
Godzilla fuck shit up.
Godzilla and Kong fucking go Riggs and Murtaugh, motherfucker. It's so ridiculous, but I love it. It's so fucking stupid.
Fucking buddy cop, man.
That picture is awesome, man.
It's so good, man. It's so good. That's it. That's all I need right there, man. Godzilla and Kong running down, fucking ready to whoop some ass, man.
That should have been the Beast Wars thing. That's fucking Megatron and fucking Optimus Primal, bro.
It's yeah. It's gonna be fun, and I think that's the key word we want. We want fun. All right. Let's talk about another Godzilla. This is Godzilla Minus One. This is of course Toho's Japanese Godzilla. This came out in I think November 3rd in Japan. This is Godzilla's first Godzilla Japan movie since Shin Godzilla. And this is the first Godzilla movie to get an American theatrical release, I believe, since Godzilla 2000. And this is becoming the highest grossing Japanese-made movie in America. So this is like killing all kinds. They've expanded some of the theaters. They're going hard with this one. So Godzilla Minus One. I guess we'll start off. It's a lot of places start off. I guess we got to jump into. Well, let's see how your initial reaction. Then we'll jump into spoilers because there's a lot to spoil in this movie. But I really like the human characters in this movie. I thought the acting was well done. I love watching movies in Japanese. It's you get it hits differently when you watch these movies in Japanese. But the director, what was his name? I'm going to butcher all these fucking names because. I am round eye. Let's see. The director, Takahashi Yamazaki. He directed a few smaller movies. He was also special effects coordinator on this. He's a big special effects guy. Takashi. Yeah, Takashi. Takashi Yamazaki killed it. This movie's amazing. I think it works on a lot of levels. I think I've been telling people you could take the Godzilla element out of it and it's still an entertaining movie. That's I think that goes for most genre movies. If you take like a superhero movie, you take the superhero out of it and it's still a good movie. That's like, Winter Soldier we always talk about. If there was no Captain America in that movie, it'd still be an entertaining fucking movie. But yeah, I think everything works from the human cast to the Godzilla stuff. It's like terrifying, and Godzilla's an asshole. He's a beast. He's tearing shit up. It's not a friendly guy. It's not a Godzilla running down the cave with Kong in this one. This is a fucking mean Godzilla. I think it's the score. Everything works. I think just the tension. It's a beautiful film. I admitted, kind of tearing up both times I watched it. I kind of pre-teared up because I knew it was coming towards the end. But we'll talk more about that in spoilers. But Mr. Hondo, what'd you think of this movie, man?
Wow, man! I was blown away. It got super hyped up, right? Like a bunch of people, online and everything. It got this high score on Rotten Tomatoes, and then your review, you saw it before I did, Ray, and your glowing review though, but you still look at it with a critical eye. I mean, if it wasn't good, you would say so, and I mean, if you didn't feel it wasn't good, then you would say so. But
yeah, I'm not a blind Godzilla fan. Like Shin Godzilla, I liked, but I liked some of the Godzilla stuff. I didn't like a lot of the political backstory they had with it. And he looked like a double cheeseburger. His face, I wasn't a fan of that. But
design was kind of much.
Yeah, I didn't like the design at all. But yeah, I could be critical of a Godzilla movie. But when I first talked to you about it, I was like, dude, this is
right.
Yeah, it just blew me away.
So I go into it with the hype, and usually when something is super hyped and I've seen kind of like enough, like a lot, it's going to be hard for me. I'm like, is it going to live up to my expectations? And I walked out of there and I was like, oh my God, that was one of the best movies I've ever seen. Like, that's how I felt about it. I felt like that kind of movie, that's me, man. Oh man, there's so much that I'll say when it's spoiler, but yeah, man, I could, I posted on Facebook that I might have recency bias. I might be, a prisoner of the moment. I might be, like all about it right now just because it's my current reaction. But I walked out of there and I loved it, man. I thought it was so cool. It was so good. And I love foreign films too. So I kind of like that aspect too, that it was a foreign film. So that was a little, extra for me. So, yeah, I've already seen it twice, and that tells you, man, like, yeah, -1 is -1 out of my pocketbook, because I'm probably going to go see it again,
Yeah, I'm planning to go see it again for sure. Yeah, it blew me away, man. Mr. Everett, man, what'd you think, man?
I want to go see it in 40X now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel that it would be a fucking like a ride. This movie's great. I like it's the way it needed to be made. This is what I think the kind of Godzilla movie we're all asking for. He's not the good guy Godzilla, for that's for sure in this one.
Oh, no, he's not.
No.
Like there's nobody, there's no child fucking clapping. There he goes. Like, no, there's none of that shit in this one.
Go,
yay. Get up, Godzilla, yeah.
Right? Yeah, there's none of that. And it just shows how, like, Godzilla really, he's the force of nature. He just
oh yeah.
That's why I like, I want, like, it's a hurricane, it's a fucking earthquake, it's a fucking, it's just you can't really, you can't, like, quantify it, you can't, control it. That's why the Godzilla 98 didn't work, because he was just a big animal loose in the city. Like, no, it's like Godzilla should be a force. He shouldn't be able to stop him with a couple fucking missiles. He needs
to capture him and do all this shit.
Yeah, no, Godzilla, no, he's a force of nature that cannot be stopped. Yeah. So Lori, so happy Toho took the reins back from Godzilla. Jana, the guy next to me, teared up as well. It was you, Lori. Don't lie. Yeah. I heard a lot of people saying, like, "Oh, Toho, they took Godzilla and made it." Like, dude, Toho made a lot of goofy fucking Godzilla shit, man. And recently too, it's not even like fucking like back in the 70s, like some of those like 90s and 2000s movies.
Final Wars,
goofy too. Yeah, they're fucking. They're Yeah, so Toho doesn't have like 100% track record, but I'm glad they're doing something cool with the genre, and just shows like Godzilla's so diverse. You can do this kind of shit. You can make the goofy American Godzillas. You can make the anime fucking
Horror.
Godzillas. You can make a horror Godzilla. You can do everything with Godzilla. Godzilla is just one of those things you could like play around with the genre, and you can do fun stuff with. You could have Godzuki. You could have fucking the Marvel stuff. You could have the comics. You could have all this shit. You could have Godzilla fighting the Justice League in the comics. So that's he's a very. I'm glad Godzilla's getting his flowers for once. 100% agree regarding hype in movies. From Lori, the metaphors in that movie are palpable. Yeah, palpable. Can't even say palpable. Yeah, no, there's a lot of underlying stuff in there, and it's a lot of yeah, we'll definitely get into that stuff in the spoilers, but yeah, it's a must see. I'm telling everyone, all the normies, even if you don't like Godzilla, go see it on the a big screen, the sound, see it on IMAX if you can. Hopefully it comes back to IMAX.
It's already out.
We saw it on IMAX.
No. I mean, it's already out of IMAX.
It's out of IMAX, I believe. I forgot when movie's going in there this weekend, but it'll probably be put back in because this is making money. Money talks, and they're expanding the theaters for this movie this weekend, which is a great sign. It's a lot of people are going to see it. Chris, I enjoyed every aspect of this movie. The acting was great, and Godzilla is badass. Yeah, so let's jump into the speaking on that. Let's jump into spoilers. So. Great movie, go see it, and yeah, we'll talk some spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, come back and watch the spoiler part of this video. So 56. All right, so yeah, spoilers. Let's I guess let's we'll talk about Godzilla and the Godzilla stuff for sure, but I want to talk about the actors and the acting in this because that was like the big part of the story. One of the biggest complaints a lot of Godzilla movies, like the human story kind of sucks, but Godzilla was cool. And that's what a lot of Godzilla movies like. People just want to get to the Godzilla spot. And there's moments in this movie where I forgot I was watching a Godzilla movie. I'm just like so intrigued with these characters. Our main protagonist is kamikaze pilot. The actor's name Kamiki Ryusuke. He plays Koshi Shinza. I'm gonna butcher all these fucking names.
Kamiki Ryusuke, Koichi Shikishima.
Shikishima. There you go, Rick. Rick, man, look at Rick, man. He's part Japanese. Yeah, yeah.
Shikishima.
People don't know their history. In World War II, the Japanese basically had a lot of like suicide bomber kamikaze pilots where there was no ejector seats in their planes. They were pretty much told, if you're going down, you go take out a ship, go take out a boat, go take out a plane. You're not coming back. So that was like their strategy for a lot of things. That's why a lot of people, the Japanese people, turned on their government, and that kind of fucked up way. Like, say what you will about Americans, at least they built some ejector seats, and we didn't send kamikaze pilots to their deaths. But this actor right here, so he's pretty much the center of the film. Comes back disgraced. Didn't fulfill his destiny, and he basically just feels PTSD and guilt for surviving, for living, and so pretty much that's what the whole movie's about. Starts off with a great scene on Odo Island, and we get to see Godzillasaurus tear shit up from right out the bat. That scene, the opening scene was great. We have Hondo. What'd you think of the opening scene, man? Godzilla just fucking tearing fucking soldiers up.
Oh man, that was crazy. That was wild. It was, man, it was terrifying. You know, it was like you really felt the monster in Godzilla. He's going in there and the soldiers are shooting at him and they're just getting stomped and chewed up and just tossed around, and it's terrifying. It's man, it really is a monster movie, and it kind of wakes you up if you're kind of like lulled. Like sometimes I'm watching a movie and I kind of like get out of it. It brings you right back in. You're like, whoa, oh my God. And yeah, that was crazy, man. That was quite the opening scene, man. It was,
yeah. It was a good way to set up the character too. Like it just kind of like, you get the mechanic character, you get to introduce to the mechanic character who plays a key role later in the film. And just kind of where the world's at, where they're at, attitude-wise and everything. Alfred, what did you think of that opening, man?
The thing I thought that was the most scary was that you could see that Godzilla thinks. He wasn't just like biting people and eating them. He was just grabbing them and tossing them out of the way, putting enough force to kill and just tossing them. Because, even a little bit later when he finally comes to, after, the destruction the Godzilla fucking wrought, he sees that all the bodies are there. Godzilla didn't just, fuck shit up and just eat everybody. He fucking literally just looked like, you guys are shooting at me? Chomp, toss, fuck you. Stomped on all their shit, and like he literally was just like, you guys fucking started something, and he fucking ended it. What I loved about it is that it was at night and you could see shit. Like you could actually see Godzilla still. Like you could see form. I think sometimes like in horror movies when they go too dark, you can't see anything. Think of like Game of Thrones, like like you couldn't see shit because it was just so dark. But this you could see Godzilla clearly. And I love that they brought him in super clear at the beginning.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of having a special effects guy be the director. He's like, he worked on the special effects also, so he knows how the effect shots are going to work at night and day. And Godzilla looked good in the daytime. He looked good at night, and it was like you said, you could see clearly. Like a lot of you can't like Godzilla 2014. That scene, which I like the battle at San Francisco at the end, but you can't fucking barely see shit. Like I heard they fixed it for the 4K release, so maybe I got to watch that one. But it's like really hard to check out in that.
But you shouldn't have to try to fix something. You should do it right the first time on that. Like especially with lighting.
I feel you in that one. Yeah. Let's see, Lori. The fact that Odo was an island and the only other place to go is the ocean, and that's Godzilla's territory, makes it even more scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the prelude to him coming in. How you could see all the things rising up from the
the dead fish.
Yeah, the deep sea fish rising up. Yeah. Yeah, very very cool visuals on that. Very cool. Like the tone through the whole movie was really just very somber and very you just felt the sadness in this character's eye.
Like seeing those things float up is like the equivalent of hearing fucking like Jason's fucking
or
hearing the music from Jaws. Exactly.
Yeah.
So the cast, the rest of the cast, we get to introduce to what's her name, Noriko. She takes in this child, and so basically they become a makeshift family. His parents has died. His neighbor. That scene when he sees his neighbor, the one on the bottom middle, for the first time, and she's like pissed off, like, aren't you a kamikaze pilot? Why the fuck are you here? You should have been. You should have died. And such a sad fucking scene. You just see him. He just goes through a lot of shit, man. You feel so bad for this guy. And he's just trying to make
survivor's guilt.
It's survive, and it should be, and like a couple lines I should have wrote down, but like when he says that my war's still going on, my war's not over. It's just fucking heartbreaking, man, because this guy wants to do right, and he takes in this. He has this makeshift family, and that's I think we talked about too that scene when and then we get to introduce to his crew. He can't find work, but he finds work on a boat, disarming mines that were left over from World War II. A lot of the American mines were magnetic, so they have to go on a wooden, rickety kind of boat and disarm these mines. And we get to meet the professor, Doc, the kid, and the captain. The crew is awesome. I love their crew. I love their dynamic, their interaction. Just a great, all great, just great, almost like stereotypes in other movies of the professor, the smart one, the kid, the youngster, the captain, but they do it so well. They're just great actors. It's just great actors. And just the scene I loved so much was the scene when they're having dinner and they're all and they're kind of talking shit to each other as a group of friends will do. And they're talking about, don't be coveting his wife, and she's like, I'm not his wife. And they're all looking at him like, what?
awkward silence.
And they look at him and just like, hey, what the fuck? And then he's like, basically like, hey, I took him in and I'm the smart responsible. But basically he's like, I don't deserve to be happy. I don't deserve to have happiness, even though he could tell they both love each other, but it's just he's not ready for that in his mind spot. He thinks he doesn't deserve that. Just a heartbreaking scene, man. Just like little scenes like that, little moments, man. So Hondo, what'd you think of the crew and their interactions stuff, man? What'd you think of those guys?
Oh my god! On the second time, I liked him even more than watching it the first time. I like the kid, his enthusiasm. He's basically saying like he was too young to go into World War II, and he's like, he's all eager to fight, and the older guys, the rest of her crew are kind of like, hey, you shouldn't be so eager to go into war, And they mentioned in the beginning of, well, I'll get back to that later, but yeah, the whole crew was awesome, man. The other guy, the main guy, not the professor, but the other guy, he's cool, man. He was just like
the captain
of the ship. Yeah, you can he has that. They were really good actors, man. Really
they all had
good
good
actors
looks too about them. They all had good looks of their characters. Like they were so expressive and such good. Look, I just love their interaction, man. They had good banter with each other.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually good acting, and I'm glad. Thank God it wasn't dubbed. Thank God it was subtitled.
Yeah, it would definitely take something away.
Yeah. I don't want fucking shitty dub.
Eventually, they're gonna come out with dubbed version, right?
I will never watch that version. I will never watch that version.
Unless I'll watch it once to compare it to the dialogue that we read. But if it's too different, I'll fucking
so sometimes they change shit like in translation
too much,
and it just kind of try to Americanize it a little bit too much, like maybe sanitize it. What'd you think of the crew, Rick?
Oh, I loved it, dude. I love the captain most of all. The captain seemed like the most level-headed, headstrong. We're here to do a job. Just giving everybody shit, and he had the best facial reactions too. Everything was surprise. I think doing movies in that time period is just so much easier because people were so much better back then. Like when you start a character wise, like a character of person to me, like back then, like you could see like how much like shit bothered him. Like even when he comes and takes over to take he goes, let me try to shoot that. All right, Greenhorn, you think you can do it? And he's just like, just everything is just like a little confidence, in doing what he used to do. I love the crew. I love how they interacted. That scene though at the table was really fucking great, man.
Yeah.
Just seeing how like the captain's surprised, like what?
Whoa.
Yeah, like what? Are you serious?
And dude, and when the scene later too, when he's like, "You should have married her. Why didn't you fucking marry her?" And he was just, "My war's not over. The war's still going on for me." It's just powerful stuff, man. Like you don't expect it. I didn't expect to be hit that hard in a Godzilla movie, man. Like with these emotional beats, man. They really got to me, man. I really cared for these characters, and that's like set in the backdrop of a Godzilla movie. You want to care about, like, you don't want these characters to die. Like no Godzilla. I'm usually rooting for Godzilla, but like this time I was like, no, Godzilla, don't kill I like these guys. Don't kill these guys. Kill the other guys. That's fine. Don't kill the guys I like. But yeah, Noriko was really good. I like that actress. She was really good. She had I like her transition from like the vagrant to like she's like, oh, you're and she's like, oh, I got a job. You're never gonna find a wife with me you having to take care of me. And it was just so sad. It's see the sad, like she wants to be his husband. She cares about him so much, but she cares about him so much where she can, she knows she doesn't want to be a burden on him. It's just heartbreaking stuff, man. And then we got Godzilla just tearing shit up, man. But I love all the child actors too. She was really good. Akiko, she was really sweet and good crier. I thought she was doing great.
She had a great kid out of nowhere cry, just like,
kids do that.
Pretty accurate. Pretty accurate.
Another scene I really liked was the the room where they got all the guys together and said, and we'll go back to the Godzilla stuff, attacking and stuff. But the boardroom where they're all trying to get the plan together and basically saying, hey, the government fucked us, and they're not going to be any help. The Americans are not going to be any help. We basically have to go do this ourselves. And this is not an order. It's just like, hey, we got to protect our own. And a couple guys leave, but then the guys
the rally.
That's another like fuck yeah moment. Like it's a lot of fuck yeah moments in this fucking movie, man.
The character of people.
Yeah, and it makes you just appreciate those little moments that they had. But it's good human scenes in that. Any other human scenes effort that stood out to you that you want to talk about?
Yeah, everything with fucking what was her name?
Akiko?
No, Sumiko.
The
Sumiko,
neighbor.
The neighbor. A lot of the stuff was great with the neighbor because you can see how her arc and how she reacted towards him.
Yeah. At first it was like, fuck you, why'd you live it? And then
fuck you, and then and then all of a sudden she's auntie.
Yeah.
Like that, your dad's
she's helping out,
Yeah. And I fucking thought that was sick. That even through the hardest shit and how you fucking think of somebody, it takes a village.
Yeah.
It takes a village because I think that was the most heart-wrenching part, that she took a baby, as a dying wish of a dying mother to have her baby survive. She doesn't know what she's doing. And then I thought it was fucking hilarious as she's running by, she just fucking hands him the kid and fucking just keeps on going. There was a little bit of comedy in this, which was great because you need a little levity.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Because it's a heavy movie. If you you need a couple moments, and they were good. They were like well placed. The pacing and the comedy and the drama was all really well placed. And
him turning around to go get the kid, like he just couldn't. He wanted to because it's easier to survive on your own, but now he has to take care of a kid. And her coming back. Yeah, you didn't leave him. Well, what are you still doing here? Yeah, you didn't fucking leave. Like, you were still out in the open and shit. Like, come on, man. And he's like, got a point. I just loved interaction between those two because it was just, you know what they wanted, but
and so sometimes
the war goes on, right?
Yeah, sometimes you're just not in the right place, mentally for even you fucking really rooted for this kid, man. He was just going for it, and you just wanted him to work out. And so, all right, let's go talk. Let's talk about the big man. Let's talk about Big G. Fucking terrifying, man. This fucking Godzilla. This Godzilla gave no fucks. The first scene where after the Odo Island, of course, and when they're in the boat and getting chased by Godzilla in the boat was fucking great. Very, very, a lot of Jaws vibes in that.
I love that his eyes were still above the fucking water, just fucking staring at them.
And terrifying. Those fucking eyes were like just like bloodshot. Fucking, I'm gonna fucking fuck you up. And just a mean motherfucker, dude. I loved it. I loved the fact that Godzilla was just a mean bastard. And that whole scene with the boat, but him chasing the boats and tearing up the other boat, and then the freighter comes and he just fucks that shit up. It's a great scene. And the scene with the mines being dropped and they're trying to shoot the mines in Godzilla's mouth. Great scene, man. What'd you think of the boat scene, Mr. Effort?
Jaws.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna need a bigger boat, bro. A lot bigger. I thought it was sick how in that particular scene, they get the mine, they kind of miss, but the second one, gets let go, and then you could see that it's not attached, so they can't fucking explode it. So of course, what comes next, he has to fucking shoot the mine. The job that he's been doing. But once it explodes, and you can see that Godzilla turned into the Crow.
Wolverine.
Yeah, Godzilla turned into the Crow and fucking just repaired himself.
That effect was cool too. I like the effect.
Yeah, the effect looked cool. It just showed like Godzilla is fucking unstoppable. That also gave more sense of terror. Like, now what? You just threw a fucking mine. Something designed to take out submarines or whatever hits it. Like, take it out, and you blew it up in its mouth. In its mouth, should have fucking popped its head off or something, but he just shook it off. I was like, oh, they're fucked.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they were gonna get out of there, man.
Oh yeah, man.
I was like, oh, they're fucked.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I was like,
when the ship came and got
yeah,
and shot that beam up in the air, we get the first hint of the fucking beam. The beam just shooting up. It's just fucking
Independence Day, fucking White House.
The reverse Independence Day, man. Yeah, fucking great. Yeah, what'd you think of the Hondo? What'd you think of the boat scene, man?
Oh my god, that was so cool. I love the visual of Godzilla's head just over halfway over the water, and like Jaws, and he's just, oh man, they'll probably make a little statue or a model of that, just like Godzilla's top of his head over the ocean, just coming after you with the Jaws music, man, it was awesome. But as terrifying as Godzilla was, I almost feel like it was more like he wasn't like trying to be horrifying. He was just a force of nature. He was like an earthquake, a storm, a typhoon, a hurricane. It's like what Chris Rock said about when those who are those two guys in Vegas that used to do the Tigers?
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy. When the one, I forget who it was, Siegfried or when they got attacked by the tiger, Chris Rock said Tiger was just being a tiger. It wasn't like trying to be evil. It was just being in its nature. Yeah. And that's what I felt about Godzilla. Godzilla was just being Godzilla. You know what I mean? Like it was almost above, like beyond evil. It's not like he was evil. He's just, hey, you're fucking with me. You're shooting at me. You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it.
They were small as fuck though, bro. But these are like ants. You were nothing but ants to fucking Godzilla.
Yeah. A force of nature.
This is definitely on the smaller side, Godzilla. So I think we're gonna get some foreshadow. We'll talk about the possible happening next, but this is definitely on the smaller side of Godzilla. Speaking of which, what do you guys think of the design? Is Godzilla's design? It kind of almost like some of a little bit of legendary in there, a little bit of the 90s, a little bit of 2000s in there. Like it kind of it felt like a real mix of Godzillas, like kind of like a Godzilla, like a greatest hits of Godzilla looks.
It looked cool.
I like the eyes and the plates.
Yeah, the plates are cool. Yeah, some people are bitching about, they're too big. I thought they were fine. Yeah, I thought they were cool looking. I like the length of his tail too. Like it was. Sometimes they make his tail a little too long. This one was more like a tighter, like more like fucking more destructive tail. But overall, it just pisses me off because I got to fucking buy more fucking Godzilla toys. I got more Godzilla.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I thought the dorsal fins were cool. I thought this was a mean-looking Godzilla. I think I like his movements too, like when he's moving through the city. We'll talk about that next. But Hondo, what do you think of his design?
Oh man, it looked cool, man. Godzilla looked awesome. I'm probably gonna get the figure from Super 7.
Yeah.
And his face looks mean. He looks like, he doesn't look like the cute Godzilla from the 70s,
This needs to be a hot toy.
little teddy bear Godzilla,
like that Godzilla's a runner. This Godzilla's a stroller, man.
Yeah.
It was good look, man. I love the design.
Yeah, I thought, like Godzilla, we talked about it earlier, but the Shin Godzilla was like he looked like a double cheeseburger to me. So I was not a big fan. And he had like a double cheeseburger with like a Muppet, like Muppet weird eyes. I wasn't a fan of the look.
The button eyes.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, not a fan of the look. But all right, let's jump into Godzilla attacking Tokyo, making the mainland. He fucking lumbers on the scene, and I love the impact of his feet when he's like,
was it Ginza? Was not
Ginza?
Tokyo,
yeah,
right?
I think that's a district in Tokyo, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from what I believe. There's some breaking news. We won't read that until after because I don't want to bring down the I don't want to bring down the show.
I already got a text.
Got it. Okay. When Kochi thought Noriko was dead, was when the tears came. I had a feeling she wasn't dead, but that was a great moment when she pushed him out of the way into the thing, and just like another heartbreaking moment for this kid. Fucking just get fucking shit on. Fucking Krista, his body and movements made a lot of sense to me. I really appreciate that. It's always the first thing I look at with animals designs. Yeah, especially with an animal that's fucking 100 feet tall. Like it shouldn't like move so quickly. It would be very lumbering with the weight and gravity of the whole. This felt like it had a lot of weight and gravity, and it felt like when he stomped on the ground, you could see the impact and people flying up in the air, and it's like it felt like that would really happen if there was a creature this big. The fact that the fins extended before he breathed fire, so his fire was so freaking cool. Yeah. From Lori. So yeah, Godzilla attacks the city, and he's just fucking shit up. He's like throwing trains everywhere, and he's like fucking just beating up buildings for no reason. You get to see the destruction going on. He just a great fucking scene effort. What you got?
I like that he has to recharge.
Yeah, that was a cool element.
He can't just fucking just start going berserk and fucking using that fucking attack. He has to recharge it.
Yeah, that's a cool, and that will come into play later for sure.
It makes sense.
Yeah,
it does make sense. But I think in the past we were just able to see him just fucking go berserk here, then berserk here, and then berserk over there.
I like they kind of like, and they made the atomic breath nuclear. Like when he hit that atomic breath, there was a nuclear explosion. I did not expect that. I was like, "Fuck! Oh shit!" That's a different aspect for sure. When he hit that breath, and you just see the spikes slowly, boom, 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 and then just that explosion just hits, and it's just a nuclear attack, and you just see the people just like, "Fuck! It's happening again! It's happening again!" And you just read that expression on their face, man. Just a fucking intense fucking scene, man. Just I think one of the best uses of Godzilla's atomic breath in any of the Godzilla movies. Just so fucking destructive and so like, oh shit, that's he's not playing around, man. So yeah, that whole scene was great. I think it was one of the best Godzilla attack scenes. Godzilla attacks a city scene in any of the Godzilla movies for sure. It's definitely in my top 5 for sure. Attack scenes, but yeah, really cool moment, man. Hondo.
Oh man, it was great. I love that he attacks the train, and she's in the train. I forget her name, but she's in the train and she's almost falling out. And oh man, it's so terrifying. It was amazing, man. The attack on the city, you really felt it. You really felt the chaos and the destruction, and yeah, it was just fantastic, man. Just a wonderful film. Again, I'm like,
really good scene. The scene where he shows back up in Tokyo, and there's nothing but devastation and death, so visceral and heartbreaking from Lori. Yeah, it's just sad. It's just because you see Tokyo, like Japan's just in ruins. They're trying to rebuild. They just got their ass, just got bombed. The 2 of their major cities just got bombed to hell. And they're trying to rebuild. Their government is fucking, in shambles right now. Yeah. And everything's just a mess, and they're just trying to rebuild their lives. And you can just see it. And right when they're just starting to rebuild, the fucking Godzilla shows up and fucks everything up, man.
I know.
I'm really glad they went with this time period, because it's such an interesting time in Japan. You can tell 2 good stories in this time period. So it's very devastating, man. The great scene. And then we get he loses his fake wife, supposedly Noriko. I like I said, I had a feeling that she was going to be still alive. I like, man, they can't shit on this guy that much. Hard killing her. It's like, goddamn, man. But we get the board scene that we talked about earlier, and then we get they have a plan. Which I think is a pretty solid plan for Godzilla. Like, this is a new one. It's not the hydrogen destroyer. It's not like the bombable missiles or try to bury him or some shit. This is a new plan. They're trying to sink Godzilla, basically like kind of decompress him and bring him up and down. Try to fucking fuck him up. Give him what was it called, the
bends.
The bends, yeah, give him the bends.
If that doesn't work, we'll give him the bends.
Yeah, I think it's a solid plan. I like how they were like, I didn't know Doc was such a big shot. The Doc is great. I love his look, man. He just looks like fucking he looks like a professor character, but he's just very all the characters are very charming and great. So they have a plan. We're gonna sink Godzilla. If that doesn't work, we're gonna bring him up rapidly, and our main guy is like, I don't think this plan is going to work. Do you have a plane? I can distract him with a plane. But then you're kind of thinking in the back of the head, he's going to try to. They even called it out, like, you're not going to do anything stupid, right? You're not going to do like something dumb. So we kind of have that in the back of your mind, that he might try to sacrifice himself to
fulfill his mission. Kamikaze.
Finally fulfill his mission. So we get the planet, and he tells him, like, we need this fighter plane fixed. It's kind of in shambles. It was like a test prototype, but it was kind of a mess. He's like, there's only one guy I know that can, one guy I trust, and the one guy he wants redemption, from. I like how he sends him a bunch of letters telling him the shit on Hondo was his fault.
It's all your fault, bro.
It beats his ass. it's a good
Tachibana.
He's a great.
Tachibana was awesome.
Tachibana's sick.
I like him a lot, man. I hope he, like, if we have a sequel, I hope he shows up again. I hope he's like the tech guy or something.
His best friend now, probably.
Yeah, like, and we get the plan. They get the plan in order, and Godzilla, of course, shows up early. And they have to go start with their plan, start their plan right away. And we get a scene. The scene was great too, when he was like showing them the bomb release, and he kind of foreshadowed, like, okay, he's going to tell him about the ejector seat and all that too. He kind of foreshadowed. I wish they kind of saved that scene a little later. We didn't have that scene like right there. Maybe that's my one little criticism about the movie.
Have it while he's in there in a little flashback.
Yeah. I think you could have saved that, and because it's very like clear he wasn't gonna.
Oh, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So, but that one little nitpick, but it didn't ruin the movie or anything for me. So we execute the plan. Godzilla is about to attack. They attach the devices to him, and they start to sink him. And it's not working, so they try to bring him back up, but Godzilla stopped like halfway through, and they can't bring him up. And our kid comes back. That was another good scene too. They told the kid that he can't join them because he's too young. He didn't see. His arm's fucked up, so you can't help us. There's nothing you can do. And he comes in with
like a fucking admiral and shit.
Yeah, he comes in with a bunch of tugboats and like helps pull up Godzilla. That was another great scene where just like all the people coming together to help out. And Godzilla's fucking pissed. he's been fucked with, and he's about to do the atomic breath. And of course, he comes in, and he fucking he has the mechanic load up the ship with a bunch of bombs, and he flies in. In a split second, you can see it, and for a split second, he ejects. And it fucking blows up Godzilla's head. A really cool scene, man. You see that it's all done in silence too. The whole scene is done quietly, and you just see Godzilla him flying to Godzilla's mouth, and silent. Everybody's just, oh shit, because he's about to shoot his atomic breath. Very Independence Day. Hello, boy.
Yeah,
I thought about
a lot of Independence Day in there, man.
You could tell this filmmaker was definitely influenced by a lot of movies, but in a good way for sure. So yeah, we get the head exploding. He survives, and we're great scene. What'd you think of that scene, Effort?
Fucking awesome. Like it's all smart, dude. Down to the cavalry coming in. It's like fucking Gandalf coming in the two towers and shit at the very end, like the I love the here comes the cavalry. It always gets a fucking cheer from the crowd. It happened in the Avengers Assemble. That's the cavalry coming out of nowhere, and so it's always great. It's a rousing thing, but you can see how like their fucking assholes were really fucking tight because they didn't know if the plan was gonna work. The tension was great.
Yeah, good use of no sound. It's just like you kind of you knew what's gonna happen, but you didn't know, and you're just so enthralled with the story. You just like you're like holding your breath with the rest of the characters.
Suspension of disbelief was great when you do that shit because you really fucking get the full. That's what going to the movies is supposed to be. It's supposed to elicit emotion, and this one definitely did. It's like, all right, Godzilla, fucking shit up, fuck him up.
I shouldn't have these kind of feelings out of Godzilla movie.
Yeah, exactly. But it's the good kind of feelings though, because everything was good about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hondo, what'd you think of that last battle?
I love when the disgraced kamikaze pilot. What's his name?
Shikishima.
Shikishima. So I'll say
Kochi.
Was he gets in the plane when they fire up that plane, that little plane, and the music comes on, and it's just magnificent. It takes off, and it's like a great it's like a great scene because he's in that plane, and it's just, oh man, this is amazing. It's just so like, I don't know. It had like elements of a good fighter pilot movie, and when he's just going out there and he's just, all right, here I am. I'm gonna make a difference. And it fills you with a sense of hope, like that, they're all banding together to go after, Godzilla. And, and another thing I really want to say real quick is, that's really true. Like, you can't rely on the government to take care of your, I guess this is the libertarian side of me, is that the citizens band together because they said, we can't count on the Japanese government. We can't count on the United States government. So we have to do it ourselves. And that's true. That is so true in reality, man, in many ways. Like, because if the government took care of us, we would have higher wages. We would have universal health care. But that's the end of my political rant. Anyways, it was a magical, great, fantastic scene. I loved it. Yeah. Dunkirk made me think of that when the tugboats get together and they that was like a scene out of Dunkirk, the movie. It's a
lot of influences.
It takes so many movies, man.
Yeah,
we got
the director, like, this guy really did. I want to see some of his other movies. He did was it what was the movie called? He actually, in one of his movies, he had a Godzilla fantasy sequence. If there's a clip online, people have like tried to claim, oh, this is a new Godzilla movie they long time ago, a few years ago, and like, oh no, it's a clip from that movie. It's like a little like a dream sequence, and it features Godzilla. It kind of has some of these elements that like, you tell he was wanting to do this for the future. So we get the ending. Of course, another thing I wish they kind of waited till after the fact was she got a telegram. The neighbor got a telegram, and you kind of know, oh, it's she's alive. Fucking Noriko's alive, and we get the scene with the kid Akiko and him going to the hospital, and seeing her and she asks him, "Is your war over?" And he just fucking starts fucking crying, and just another fucking, like, I'm almost like, talking about, like, and like in any other movie it'd be super cheesy and like corny, but it just, like, you just wanted this guy to have a fucking win for once, just killing Godzilla wasn't enough, man. So he gets his girl. And of course, we get a little foreshadowing. We get the little, like, the mark on her neck. You see, like, is it radiation poisoning? Is there some other aspect they're going to bring in? Is she going to be talking to Mothra? We don't know. It could be a couple of things. So very, very emotional scene. These characters, man, I rooted for these characters so hard, man. I just wanted this guy to get a fucking win. So it was just well done, man. Well, this director killed it. It's damn near a perfect movie for me. It's moved up to my second favorite Godzilla movie. Like I said, I'm a Godzilla bias. I love Godzilla movies. I own all of them. I watch them all the time. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah from 1991 is my favorite Godzilla movie of all time. So this one's getting up there. This one moved up, watching it a second time, and moved up to number 2. It's getting up there. Maybe a few more times I might overtake my number 1. But just overall, a beautiful fucking Godzilla movie. Let's rate it, and then we'll kind of see where we kind of want this to go, because we did get a scene with Godzilla regenerating. We get to see the kind of the heart and his organs starting to regenerate. So we're definitely going to get another. I don't want to say definitely, but this is pretty likely we're going to get another one, because this is making a lot of money, and the critical praise is kind of across the board for this one. So I think it's pretty good chance that we're going to get another one of these, but with the same director and hopefully with the same actors. I want to see all these guys come back for a second one. even though I don't want to see him go through all this shit again. But we could definitely do some other stuff. And this movie kind of it sets up. You can tie this into anything. You can tie this into the legendary movies if you want. Like there's a lot of stuff from Monarch you can tie into. You can make the sequel, the 54 Godzilla. You can remake that one, but with this cast and kind of redo that one. There's a lot of places you can go for sure. But I would go. Well, I want to hear your ranking and where you think we're going to go with this franchise. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. I don't give too many 10s out. It's a rare. I'm trying to think of the last time I gave a 10 out. Maybe Infinity War. Maybe it was the last time I gave a 10 out. Maybe No Way Home. But this is for sure. I need a steelbook 4K of this. This movie, my favorite movie of the year for sure, hands down. This has blown everything out of the way for me and personally, anyways. But Miss Hondo, what do you think, man? What's your ranking, and what do you think of the future of the franchise, of this particular franchise?
I give it a 10 out of 10. For me, like Godzilla, the Godzilla scenes and all the Godzilla story and just the kaiju action and horror is great on its own. But what puts it over the top, what is the straw that broke the back is a story of a shamed, humiliated, disgraced, tragic kamikaze pilot who is deemed a coward and freezes up at the moment, and how the message was made, and they even say it at the beginning of the film. We Japanese are not valuing life like we should, with the kamikaze pilot, like your act to beat your enemy is to basically kill yourself, and that's kind of not valuing life so much. I mean, I understand the motivations, and in the time of war, everything is on the table, but I love the fact that they had that they mentioned how life is important and how you have value. And so when he lives, and when his mechanic, his friend, tells him, live, you need to live. And his mates also say, we don't want to make Akiko an orphan again. We want you to live. And they live, and he lives. And then the lady, his woman, lives also, and they come together and they get a chance at that. They get a chance to have that family. It's just beautiful. And I didn't cry, but I should have cried. That's how I feel.
You have no soul.
I should have cried. I cried inside. I
teared up, man. I teared up more the second time because I knew what was coming, and so I wasn't like tears, but it was like fucking teary eyed, fucking like I was kind of getting red faced.
Stories of hope and love and things like that. That's my soft spot. So that's me all over. That's why I'm saying it's one of my all-time favorite movies. That's why, because for me, like, my whole thing is I love like stories of hope and stories of redemption and stories of, because I feel it's important to hang on to those things, and it means a lot to me. So that's what I took out of that Godzilla movie. I loved it. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's it.
Lori gave it a 10 out of 10 also, hoping for a sequel. Yeah, I think
yes.
it was looking good.
And I'm hoping for a sequel, although I don't think a sequel will be as good. If it does, that's because I have it highly ranked. So moving ahead.
It's gonna take a lot to be like The fact that it only costs $15 million is so much better than almost all Hollywood versions. The 15 million Japanese are more efficient in their shit. Hollywood wastes so much money on so many stupid shit, wasting on like shots. They're not like Japanese filmmakers like shoot what they're gonna use. They don't like shoot like, oh, I'm gonna shoot a 5-hour fucking movie and then cut it down
They're more efficient. Like their money goes a longer way than America. Like $15 million is probably the budget of the catering for fucking any Marvel movie. They waste they waste a lot of fucking money on bullshit that they don't need to waste on. So yeah, 50 million, like it looks like a small number, but they're more like they use their money wisely and they're more efficient. So that's why that 50, it may sound small compared to like American movies, but American movies are so fucking wasteful and they do stupid shit with their money and they don't use the money in the right ways. So that's why that it costs little but looks so good.
I think it comes more from that they actually use practical special effects in this with a mixture of CG.
Yeah,
they use a little bit of both. Yeah. And that's where the United States, that's where Hollywood gets it wrong. They go pretty much full CG most of the time. They're going CG blood most in some cases. Like, so like that's the only thing for me. Some of the CG in this was just a little bit wonky, just a little bit, and that's the only thing that takes it down a notch for me. I'm about like 9, I'm about like a 9.5, 9.7, 9.8. And that's about it. Music was great. Everything, like you guys said, the story element was all good. We all got, great Godzilla. But sometimes you need to just increase a little bit more the budget. They did a great job with everything. That's how you need to do it. Hollywood, take note. You don't have to use a massive budget. What you need is fucking good old-fashioned ingenuity.
Yeah. Whoever's making the Blade movie, can you please listen to this? Clip this one. Clip this part.
Clip this.
Clip it.
Yeah, it's all about being just ingenious, and like Lucas did that shit early. Like they didn't have those effects, so they had to come up with everything to try to how can we do this? What can we do? Oh well, if we do this, there's none of that anymore. Everything is just here. This is what you use to do that.
Have a plan what you're actually going to shoot. Don't like try to like wing it and waste a bunch of film and waste a bunch of days shooting shit that you're never going to fucking use. It's just like, I don't understand these filmmakers that are like wasting, like, oh, I want to shoot my 5-hour movie and cut it down to an hour and a half. Like, why are you shooting 5 hours of a fucking movie that you're going to cut down?
Zack Snyder.
It just, come on, man. Like shoot for what you're going to shoot, shoot.
I like Zack Snyder.
Shoot for on the screen, man. Shoot for on the screen.
Yeah.
So you would go 9.5, 9.7?
9.5, 9.7. It's just a little bit of the CG was a little bit wonked.
Okay, understandable. Yeah,
that's just a little bit. Like for me, it probably would have been my movie of the year if everything was super clean, kind of like almost like Avatar level. Avatar is super clean, not my movie of the year. For me, it's Guardians. Volume 3 made me hurt.
Yeah, I think that's number 2 for me. I think that's number 2 on the year. Oppenheimer's up there for me too. I really enjoyed it.
I haven't seen Oppenheimer yet, so
yeah, Oppenheimer's sure. That's a great 2 for watch Oppenheimer, then watch Godzilla. It's great. I think that's a great double feature.
Oh yeah.
Look what you did.
Look what you did, Cillian Murphy.
But Oppenheimer, the creation of Godzilla.
Yeah. What would you want to see from a sequel? Effort. Do you want to see like him battle somebody, or want to still stick with the battle of humans?
Actually, I like the idea of 54 staying 54. I'd like to go a little, because look, what was this 47?
It went up to 45 to 47.
So she was like maybe 3 or 4. What age do we want Kiko to be? Do we want her to be like 12, 13? I think I'd rather have her like as a teenager, more of an older teenager, having to see what it's done. This is done to her parents. We're gonna see what her mom, Noriko looks like now, because she did take damage over here. We don't know if she's gonna have a fucking sick ass fucking scar or whatever.
Yeah. What's the deal with the fucking?
What's the deal with this? Yeah, I mean, if
we like fucking Venom was a fucking attached to her.
Yeah, if we
know what the fuck is going on.
If we were to explore this, I would think that we'd get a sequel a lot sooner, maybe when she's like 10.
Yeah, maybe 10 years from now. Yeah. That would kind of push up until around 54, the 54 version.
Very true.
I don't know if I want to see him fight. I don't want to see him be the good guy Godzilla in this movie. I don't want to see him be. I kind of like the humans versus Godzilla, trying to figure out, and like having a smart plan was just great. I think having like a well thought out plan to take out Godzilla was great. Great to see that.
I'd love to see the reaction of these characters having to see Godzilla again after a period of just fucking not having to deal with it.
Yeah, and they have to bring these guys in because they dealt with him before. They want to see the professor and the the captain, all these guys back together, having to come back together and form a new plan and try to.
The admiral, the guy who fucking was the fucking
the admiral, the
admiral fucking from the Navy, he was sick.
I'd follow that guy, man. He was like,
he was Optimus Prime.
Yeah, he was good. He was like.
He was sick, dude.
Like,
Optimus, bro.
We have no choice. Like, let's go. I'm
like,
I'll follow that guy anywhere, man.
Yeah,
this guy jacks you up, man. Let's do it.
Whoa, hey, that's not that kind of party.
He said up, not off.
I said, yeah, exactly. Goddamn. Fucking circle jerk.
That's the next plan for the next Godzilla movie.
All the kaiju do that shit? That'd be crazy. Mothra, you don't fit in.
Godzilla minus circle. So is it going to be -2 the next one, or is it going to
Godzilla +4?
Godzilla party of 5.
Godzilla table for 4.
What if he had 4 other kaiju buddies? Table for
I don't think I want to see another. I like Godzilla fighting other kaiju's, but I don't like in this world.
Not yet.
Yeah, maybe
he has to be a product. He has to be a product of what he's doing. That
I don't want to see him be the hero. I want to see this Godzilla just get big. I think he's going to be bigger in the next one because he's going to every time he like regenerates and gets affected, he gets bigger. So I want to see him maybe a half more size, maybe even bigger and more destructive.
Wow.
It's man.
This was like 8-year-old Godzilla coming in.
This is
not ready yet.
Teenage Groot.
Yeah.
So it's a great movie, man. I just had a lot of fun with this, man. Godzilla fans are eating right now, man. We got got Monarch killing it. We got the Godzilla, got the Godzilla animes. We're it's not a hit or miss for me on Netflix, but just a good time to be a Godzilla fan, man. I'm really the Godzilla versus Justice League comic is actually fucking really entertaining, and we got the Godzilla Marvel Years Omnibus coming out next year. This is a good time to be a Godzilla fan. We're eating good right now. This is probably the best time to be a Godzilla fan because we're like getting it from TV, movies, comics, kind of hitting everywhere. I gotta pick up that soundtrack too for Godzilla Minus One. That fucking music was really. I love how they incorporated the old themes and stuff too. Just a great movie all around. I'm just excited. Lori, sequels can be just as good. Example: Aliens and Predator, Godzilla.
There's a lot of great sequels. Man.
Yeah, there's a lot of good sequels. Yeah, but it's getting fewer nowadays. But as long as they keep the cast and director and the same screenwriters, keep this crew together.
The one thing is that's nice is he's going to get more money to make the next movie.
Yeah. This is making movie. This is making money. It's getting critical praise. And people are like talking about this should be nominated for best foreign film and at the Oscars. I want that to be true, but I don't know. Like Oscars are kind of bullshit. So hopefully we get to see that. But I don't know.
People still watch that shit.
Yeah, people apparently. But it won my best foreign film of the year. So it's a great movie. Go check it out on the big screen. All right, Godzilla Talk.
Chocolate's gonna win.
Chocolate 2. White chocolate.
Electric Boogaloo.
Chocolate with almonds.
Chocolate with hazelnuts part 3.
Chocolate. Please, if you enjoyed the review, please like and comment and tell us what your favorite Godzilla movie is. Did you go see it on the big screen? If you haven't, do you plan to? Go check it out. Like, subscribe, and follow, please. All right, let's jump into the pool and see what museum/concert that Hondo went to. Let's the pool list right there. Pool list is something you picked up, watched, listened to, something that made you happy, something that pissed you off, something that just something you picked up this week or recent times. Hondo, we'll start with you since it's you.
So I went to the Depeche Mode concert on Sunday, and it was my favorite concert of the year. I absolutely love that group. It was at Chase. It was I was on the floor. I was dancing my ass off. And I was so ready for this. I haven't seen them in maybe over 12 years, maybe even more. And they're just an amazing group live to go see. The lead singer, Dave Gahan, is a rock star, and he knows how to command it on stage. It was absolutely wonderful, and I was so excited, and I got a tattoo of which is and it says "Enjoy the Silence," which is my favorite Depeche Mode song. So I was so hyped for this, and I even went and got a tattoo to celebrate my going to see this concert, and it was, oh man, it was so good. And I ran into the biggest Depeche Mode fan I know, Dina. So me running into her was like, okay, I'm good. Now I'm in the presence of a true devotee who's probably seen him as many times this year as I've seen him in my whole life. So, anyways, great concert. Love and Life. This weekend was great because I saw Godzilla Minus One Friday night, super late, and then Sunday I went to the concert. So I just had an awesome weekend. Life is good.
Cool. Awesome. Effort, what do you got this week, man?
So I know the game's been out for a while, so I downloaded Gran Turismo 7. And the game's beautiful, man. Game's great. I've been playing it with fucking old soundtrack because you can play it with Spotify now, put your own Spotify playlist. So I just get all the fucking songs I drive to, and the songs mix the new playlist with the songs from Gran Turismo throughout all 7 games. And it's great. Just the full customization of everything you can do, all the suspension, the brakes, transmission, how it gears, customized to all the different fucking tracks that you see out there. They got Laguna Seca out here. I think that's NorCal. I forgot where it's at. What city? But I'm not sure if they have Sears Point. I haven't unlocked all the tracks yet. But it's just sick to go through all these countries that have these racetracks. Germany, Japan, Australia. Fun game, man. I was been floundering around looking for a game, and then I found this, and I've always been a big Gran Turismo fan. Already got over fucking like 30 cars in it. And I just got to customize them. But good game, man.
Yeah, very cool. Awesome. Lori's asking, how is Monarch? I haven't seen the latest one yet, but I heard it's been good. The first 4 episodes are great. I like Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. Playing like father, basically playing the same character, but like 40 years apart. It's Anders from Workaholic is playing a young John Goodman. It's pretty
Anders?
entertaining.
Oh, that's his character. He's nice.
He's playing John Goodman.
John Goodman's character. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so it's cool. They're pretty much tying all the monster, the Kong Skull Island, the Monarch, all the shit from 24. It's set in like in 20. Basically, the 2 time periods are like 1950 something, and 2015. Like so after the Godzilla attacks, pretty much. You got a lot of Kong Skull Island stuff too. So a lot of fun, a lot of cool shit. I picked up some figures. I got my. I don't have any time this week, but I might try to do an unboxing. I got my Marvel Legends No Way Home Green Goblin in. This figure looks amazing. His look in the movie was fucking so cool. So I can't wait to unbox this. Comes with the glider. It comes with the hood. It comes with the Willem Dafoe face. Got the Willem Dafoe. So yeah, this looks fucking cool. I can't wait to unbox this. This looks fucking really cool. The figure looks great. So yeah, this thanks to Hasbro Paul sending that in. And I found Peter 3 in the wild at Target. Andrew Garfield from Amazing Spider-Man 2. One of my favorite costumes of the Spider-Man movies for sure. So I'm looking on the lookout for the Tom Holland from this series. He has the final swing costume out there. So if anybody's at Target sees a Tom Holland figure on the No Way Home figures of Marvel Legends, please let me know because I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. So I don't think we need to do a hidden gem this week. So we're gonna
Hondo came out. Hidden gem.
No. The hidden gem this week is Mr. Old Man Maximum Effort. Got a birthday coming up in a few days. Happy pre-birthday. Woo!
I'll create an event. We'll have Max Effort Ryoki.
I won't be there unfortunately because I have to do some work stuff, but we'll party now. Happy birthday, Rick. Mr. Effort, yeah. Happy birthday, Rick. Yeah.
I told you, Prince Nana taught me how to dance.
Prince No.
Prince No.
All right.
Fucking glow sticks and shit.
Rick is our hidden gem this week. All right. Any final words, Mr. Hondo?
Wow, Godzilla, go see it. It's one part Dunkirk, one part Jurassic Park, one part Independence Day, two parts original Godzilla 1954, and all parts heart, full of heart. Fantastic. Like this music.
You're like partying? Yeah, it's fun. Party boy.
That's me walking out of the movie.
Mr. Birthday
I didn't know
boy.
you were such an EDM fan. You should come with me to go dancing, Rick.
Let the beat control your body. Let the beat control your body.
Mr. Effort, any last words?
Yeah. Be cool to each other.
Be excellent.
Karaoke.
Party
Monday.
on, Rick.
Karaoke Monday, fool.
I went to the last one, so I'm disqualified from this one. All right. Get one, Rick. Get one.
That's true. It's true.
All right. Happy birthday, Effort, man. Appreciate you.
Happy birthday, Rick.
Yeah, you're the only reason I keep doing this. Like, I get up some mornings, like, I don't want to do this anymore. And like, fucking, I want to hang out. I want to hang out with Rick and talk shit for an hour. So, yeah. All right. Happy birthday to the man. And we'll see you guys next time. And we'll all be a little older, a little wiser next time we see you.
Peace out.
Choose life. Choose a big
Party on,
television.
dude.
Choose a big television. Choose a call.
Feel like a DJ.
Use microwave ovens and electric shavers, nose clippers. Wipe the boogers out your eyes.
What?
Nothing.